Comedians Guild, guys. We have a great show for you tonight. A bunch of my close friends are going to be performing, as well as a couple bums we picked up outside. So we got a great show planned for you guys. We're going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to be your host for this evening. My name is Greg. Little background information on me. I'm a 6th-year student here at Stony Brook. One victory lap wasn't enough. I decided to go for 2 because I like to brag. And I'm in grad school now, and I'm having fun. It's a good program, but it's not really the thing that brought me back to Stony Brook. When I was here, it was really like I had to think about what was pulling me back to this campus. It wasn't the curriculum. It wasn't really the people. It was the diversity. I've never seen so many shades of yellow. If that's getting you guys, we have a great show coming. You guys are going to love it. I hope you are all ready to get offended because it's going to be a good time. Actually, a friend of mine just got pissed at me. She came up to me and I was walking to class and I mistook someone else for her. And she came up to me and she was like, "Oh, you just think a whole bunch of people walking around looking like me on this campus?" And I was like, 5'2" Asian with a ponytail. How did I fuck that one up? I know I got Asians on blast right now. Making fun of them a lot because my freshman roommate Eric is actually out in the audience right now. Right? Eric, right back there. Wave. Yeah, man. Oh shit, that's not Eric. Oh fuck. All right. So let's get our first comic up on stage, guys. Everybody, welcome Amir. He's going to come up and tell a few jokes. I'm going to go get Chris Hansen and the Catch Predator team ready to go.
Going on. What's up, Stony Brook? On the note of diversity, I have a little poem I made up before I came. It's for the ladies. Ladies, this is Stony Brook. There's a lot of diversity. So you know what they say. Once you go black, you don't go back. Once you go brown, you don't turn around. Once you go yellow, you ain't going to be so mellow. But if you're doing it white, you're not doing it right. So SAC, Stony Brook has a weird thing with buildings. We have a lot of strange building names. We have the SAC, we have the Lang Center. And I want to be the guy who names these buildings. I want to ask him what he's going to name the new building. Oh yeah, the students having a fun time, the shaft. Oh yeah. So there's a lot of women here. There's 10,000 girls at Stony Brook. That's a lot. So to try to better my chances with the ladies out there, I try to guess their major based on their race. So, okay, Asian, what's up, girl? You a math major? Oh, brown girl, what's up? Your bio, right? Oh, black girl, you run track or do you play basketball? Oh, Latina girl, you work at Union or Kelly Diamond? What's up? I just recently she broke up with me, my ex-girlfriend. And, So, you know what? I knew it wasn't going to work because there's a few sort of rules that a girl for the long term is going to need to understand with you. If you're a guy and she can't handle your farts, that's just not going to work. If she doesn't like the foods that you like, it's not really going to go down well. So I started speed dating, and one of my favorite foods is this Egyptian dish. It's like a beef garlic sausage. I go up to every girl on a speed date. The first thing I do to her, I fart on her and I ask her if she likes Egyptian sausage. It doesn't work out very well. So I have a little bit of a fetish. I think everyone indulges in one. Mine is tails. I like a little ingrown tail a little bit. You know what I mean? It makes doggy style feel authentic. You know what I mean? Sometimes I ask them to bark. They're uncomfortable sometimes. It's not really. So there's this elephant in Southeast Asia. It eats coffee beans and it shits them out. And when it shits them out, they're worth 3,000 times more than regular coffee is. You buy a cup of this coffee, it's like $50 for a cup. So I decided I'm going to start doing that with gifts I give to people. Like my mom, she's like, "Oh my God, Amir, are these chocolate diamonds?" Yeah, chocolate diamonds. So I met an Australian girl the other day, an Australian broad. Asked her how it was going down there, and she told me it was wet. It's raining in Australia for perfect. Relax. Low pressure system. I'm pro-life. I'm a little bit religious, I don't like abortion and all that jazz. So, whenever I carry through, when I jerk off too. So whenever I jerk off, I save my semen. I put in my girl when she's not looking. My sister's really getting tired of it. She can't stand it anymore. I think this is bad. It's only going to get worse. So the last joke for the night, I went to one of my white friend's birthday parties, and he has a white family, obviously, and his little cousin came up to me. He went, "Amir, why are you so dark? Why are you white like me? Why are you black?" I said, "Listen, little boy, there's this elephant in Southeast Asia, and
All right, guys, keep it going from here. Woo! All right. So, I'm having some fun. I decided that I'm finally going to get into politics. There's a lot of really crazy things floating around in the political world right now, and I've decided, I really need to take a stand. So I was doing some research, and I've decided, I am going to stand firmly against the deportation of Mexicans. We would make so much more money exporting them, right? Oh, that's sad. So I'm having a pretty good week. I went out and splurged the other day. I bought a new iPhone, and it's an upgrade from a flip phone for me. But I've been having some trouble with it. I haven't figured out how to get any porn on it yet. And I'm pretty cheap, so I don't want to spend all that money on the real app. So I'm just getting like the demo apps. So the picture finally loads, and it's only like the left half of a nipple or something like that. It's kind of tough to work with. So let's welcome our next comic up to the stage, guys. Everybody, give it up for Jimmy.
All right, how's everybody doing? Great, awesome, great. I'm madly depressed, but thanks for asking. I really appreciate it. You guys enjoying the show so far? Yeah, doesn't sound like it. I mean, I've heard more laughs in Children's Hospice than I have from this audience. You guys ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Is anybody here addicted to porn?
Only Greg.
Guys, no, I trust me, I know that. You guys are a bunch of fucking liars. I know all of you are addicted to porn. Every one of you. Yeah, I'm madly addicted. I mean, it's pretty brutal at this point. I mean, my dick right now is just like, I have tampons wrapped around my penis because it's so raw and just, it's a mess. It's a mess. It looks like that dude's stomach in Platoon when he gets his stomach blown. It just looks just like that, except it's a penis. It's gross. Gross. So I noticed there's this new trend on porn. It's something called hentai. Oh, I know what it is. It's hentai. I'm not bullshit. You better watch it. And I mean, I noticed that there's a lot of more hentai videos coming out daily. I mean, H is right next to where I watch granny porn, so I see the numbers every day. But I mean, I watched it once because what are you gonna do? It's a fucking guy. I don't get laid with my glasses. So I was watching it, and I saw a porn with Homer Simpson. True story. Homer Simpson. Wasn't a nice porn to watch, I'll be honest. It's really hard to get off to some guy doing a girl when he's going, "Don't! Ah!" And strangling Bart takes on a whole new meaning. Trust me. All right. So I was thinking I'd come up with my own cartoon porn. And does everybody here remember that show, Dragon Ball Z? Yeah. For those of you that have never seen the show, take a UFC fighter and multiply him by 10. It's just about these big jack dudes that fight. Can you imagine them fucking a girl? Think about that. Just think about that. It's pretty much take a shotgun and find a small Asian girl and shoot her right in the twat. Same thing. It'd be the exact same video. And I was thinking, I wonder if I could make a gay version too. But then I realized, if the show was actually gay, it really wouldn't be the same show, would it? It'd just be a bunch of jack dudes jerking each other off. Because gay guys don't fight. Then I started thinking, maybe I can make one with other cartoons that we used to watch as kids. SpongeBob SquarePants? Think about the amount of holes on that guy that you could fill. I could just get a bunch of hookers, have them strap on dirty, gross dildos that they use on politicians, and just start fucking Alright, I'd love to stay and chat, but that's a lie. I really don't want to keep on going. So I'm gonna go get a hooker and cry myself to sleep. Thanks.
All right, guys, give it up for Jimmy again. Jimmy, you know, I just found this great app on my phone. It's called Find My Hooker. Awesome, man. Tall, short, blonde, brunette, amputee, whatever you're looking for, they got it all. You're covered, good to go. Damn. Hey, everybody's got their needs, their wants. So, you know, I got pretty pissed off the other day. I was out in a Starbucks and I had to go to the bathroom, walked in the bathroom, it was a unisex bathroom. And so I'm just taking a piss. And I hear this girl start banging on the door, and she's like, what the hell is taking so long? You know, now I'm just going to the bathroom, I'm trying to be all civil and stuff like that, but I'm thinking, I'm like, you know what, this girl's really being annoying. I'm gonna finish up in here, I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna tell her what's on my mind, a nice adult conversation with her. And then I just said, fuck it, I pissed all over the seat and I left. So, you know, it got me thinking, there are some games that guys can play when you're in the bathroom. You know, like, I don't know if anybody's ever done this, but when you're going at a urinal, you know, I like to take like a step or two back, start seeing how far I can shoot across the room, right? Maybe make a fun game out of it, you know? You're going to be like, yeah, start switching urinals, the right one, the left one, the right one. You know, I switched over to the kids' urinal before I realized there was actually a kid standing there. And, so now I'm pissing on the back of his head, and he turns around and gets pissed at me. Apparently he already gets his weekly shower from his priest every Sunday. Wow, that's not a fan of the Catholic priest joke, okay? All right, let's see how it is. So we're going to keep the ball rolling, go right into our next comic. Let me introduce Mike, coming up to the stage. Guys, give it up for him.
Thank you, Greg. I see that your parents are here today. I know that because I stalked you on Facebook. I'm still not sure what the whole shower thing is, but I like it. I wish my parents... No, I do. It's nice to be clean. I wish my parents were here today, but they're dead. So, well, you know, they don't call them hookers anymore. They call them pleasure consultants. So you should update that in your comedy material, Jimmy. Oh wait, you left. That's all right. Well, let's talk about pleasure consultants. The only one I know is my girlfriend. So the other day, she wanted to suck my toes. And yes, toes. And I was like, okay. So I made sure I washed my feet really good beforehand because I felt bad. But she got mad at that. She wanted them dirty. So I was like, So we waited a couple days, it got dirty, we tried it again. And you know, after that, it kind of ended. That was the end of the relationship because I had athletes for the time. So I just couldn't kiss her anymore. It's just done. I recently found out my brother's gay. My mom told it to me like this. She was alive at the time. She told me, she told me, Mike, your brother likes his dates like his ice cream sundaes with nuts. She seriously said that. I knew exactly what she meant because we have a hard time being direct in the family, so we always talk in some kind of analogy, which it works. Okay. So I had one date, and I asked the girl if she knew what a donkey punch was. And that's a real date ender. Not something you should ask a girl. But don't judge. Judging is really bad. People judge me all the time. Judging me right now, I'm judging you. It's like American Idol, but with a lot less singing. That's the way I like my American Idol, with no singing. And no Mariah Carey, you know. I was so high the other day. Very high. I like being high. I was on my ladder cleaning out the gutters in my house. So, but when I was in college, seriously, I used to get high all the time with my friends, and it was great. You know, nothing like being high in college. That's what college is about. But I used to work in college. I worked in the movie theater, so every week I'd climb the ladder to change the marquee. So, and my friends helped me. That joke's gone on way too far. I have a funny thing happen to me today. So I have an addiction problem, and one of the things I'm addicted to is scratch off lottery tickets. So I'm reading the back, and it's saying gambling problem ? And I'm like, yeah, I think so. So 24-hour hotline for gambling in the back, and at the bottom it says not a results line. I swear to God. So, how many stupid fucks are out there calling this gambling helpline and asking, did I win? So I figured, let me try. I call up, and I'm like, I was worried about calling, like, if I was too stupid, they'd like get me in trouble. But I called up, in all honesty, I said, did I win? She's like, win what, sir? It says results. Oh, not a results line. I'm sorry. And she said, do you have a problem, sir? I said, yes, I am addicted to scratch-off lottery tickets. And she goes, well, that's just fucking stupid. So I'm like, okay, problem solved. And I also won $10 on this. So I'm gonna cash it in later, but I brought it back. So I have a lot of racist and hateful thoughts, and I never express them because they're wrong and it's not nice. So I figured that I start a Twitter account, and I have a Twitter account. I've had it for a while, and I put all my racist and hateful messages on it. It's okay, I have no followers. One problem though, I forgot that my Twitter account updates Facebook, and there I have 1,000 friends. So that was a big problem. Some of the things I wrote, just generic phrases like they're all lazy, they'll look alike, they'll smell, they're a bunch of cheaters, they really don't know much, and so it was fun to see my friends on Facebook comment about all these different people they thought I was talking about. And I had to correct them and say, obviously I'm talking about college students. That's the people I'm racist against. They got to deal with these people you got to deal with these people every day. I mean, you might like yourself, but your roommates, other people in class, you know what I'm talking about. It's pretty obvious. The thing I hate about Facebook is, I want to post something, but the people I don't want to respond to it or acknowledge it are the people who always respond to it, acknowledge it, like my 3rd grade kindergarten teacher. And she's like, I would love to try donkey punch with you. So, all right, that's it, guys. You've been a great crowd, mostly.
All right, guys, give it up for Mike again. Mike's a professor here at Stony Brook. Has a pretty great profile. I was actually checking it out. A lot of good reviews. Some of those red hot chili peppers going on, right? Find My Hooker app is great. So,
just like to respond to that, saying that on Facebook they have on Stony Brook they have a site about Stony Brook secrets, and someone posted they secretly want to date me. So that's true. She saw that, and I secretly suspected you.
Shit. So, glad you guys are having some fun listening to all the jokes that we're going through. It's tough as comics because sometimes we find crowds who don't really like the offensive jokes, can't really get around to all the material that we're talking about. And I got invited to do a show one time for this fundraiser for starving kids in Africa. So naturally I went and joked about starving kids in Africa. And they came up to me after the show and they were like, that wasn't really in good taste. And I was like, hey, you guys gotta eat, right? But, I mean, coming out of that joke, I design a lot of my jokes based on experiences. I was driving in my car, this is a few weeks ago now, driving in my car, and I hit this girl. She was okay, she didn't get hurt too bad, she didn't call the cops or anything like that, but I just fucking hate it when someone touches my radio. Alright. It's here. Let's invite our next comic coming up to the stage. Guys, he's having a pretty rough day. Let's welcome Nick. Guys, show some love.
My life sucks. I was walking down the street, saw a hottie, black spandex, and a nice booty. I worked up the courage to approach. There was a guy in a Batman costume. I have a weird dad. I asked him what astrological sign I was. He told me a black hole. He didn't come to my high school graduation. He said I'll come next time. Girls suck. They always scream every time I enter a room. They say I should start using them at the bathroom. I tried speed dating once. It was the longest time I ever talked to a girl. I wanted to see what was spicier, buffalo wings or General Tso's chicken. My mouth says buffalo wings. My anus says General Tso's chicken. When I was younger, I brought home a macaroni necklace for my dad. He cooked it. In high school, I was good at PE, premature ejaculation. I'm a skinny guy. My friends tell me I should bulk up. So I took a mass-building protein shake. I ended up getting sick and losing 5 pounds. I'm Spanish. My dad would sometimes let me into the culture. Every weekend he'd make me landscape around the house. I'm taking a Spanish class now, beginning of the semester. I didn't know what supplies I should bring to class. First day, the teacher kicked me out because I brought 2 kilos in a switchblade. Give me 1 second. I have a weird family. My uncle drinks a lot of water. So much that his pee is clear. It's not for health reasons. So he could pee in my water bottle without me realizing. My grandpa dared me to eat a battery once. It was tough though, because he kept the car running. Alright, thank you everybody.
Alright, keep going from there, guys. This room got considerably darker. You know, I never really got dark humor, like these dark jokes. I never really got them until my ex-girlfriend killed herself. And yeah, they're trying to put the blame on me, you know. But I told them I just pulled the trigger. She's the one that bit the bullet. So it's dark. So let's just keep on rolling. Go right into our next comic coming up to the stage, guys. Welcome back, Chris, coming on up here.
So I went for an AIDS test the other day. Not because I have a lot of sex or anything. I don't really, there's no chance of actually having AIDS. I just wanted like written proof that I don't have AIDS. I just feel like that'd be cool to have. You know, midterms are coming up, I'm having a rough day, and I can always just look over and be like, at least I don't have AIDS. That could be a thing. Plus, you know when you go to the doctor, and they have like their diploma on the wall, and like all that good shit, and you think they're legit. Well, how great would it be to bring a girl over, and she just, this guy doesn't have AIDS. Why don't I see that on one guy's balls? It would be good. So, I'm not really that great with talking to women. Flirting isn't something I understand how to do. It doesn't really make sense to me. And that being said, there's a lot of things that men do
when they talk to women that I don't understand. For example, this whole phenomenon of catcalling, shouting at women on the street. It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, first off, why do construction workers have the market cornered on this? What about building a house makes you need to shout at women? I don't see the correlation. But aside from that, what are they hoping to achieve? What's the goal when you yell, "Nice ass!" at a woman? Like, you're expecting her to just be what? Nice ass? Are you, me? Do you want to have sex with me? No, yeah, come on. Come on. All of you. Come on now. We'll have sex. It'll be fun. Yeah, that's that joke. So I used to have this girlfriend, and she liked to give me hickeys to, kind of mark her territory, make sure everyone knew I was her, that women should back off. So I kind of wanted to do the same thing to her. But I couldn't think of a way that I could bark her. She had the hickey thing, I couldn't take that. So what I started to do was every day before she left, I would just come right on her face. It worked great. So, a lot of you probably noticed this already, but I'm white. In fact, I'm a white man. So, what that means is that life is pretty good. Things really go my way a lot. In fact, the other day, I smoked a blunt with a cop in his car, which I know you probably think that's surprising, but you should have seen the look on the guy. You should have seen the look on the face of the guy who sold us the weed, sitting in the back seat. He was pissed. But so, being white, I don't really face discrimination ever, except one time in my life where I think I was discriminated against. I don't know, help me figure it out. So, what happened was, I was standing by a gas station, just waiting across the street, when I see a man filling up his motorcycle, mid-50s, leather jacket, that kind of guy. And right as I'm going to cross the street, he pulls out. So already he fucked up my crossing the street. Don't like this guy. But as he's passing me, he looks me dead in the eyes and screams, "Go back to where you came from, faggot!" Which really hurt me. It was a strange thing to hear. But to this day, I'm still really confused as to where he thinks I'm from. Like, does he think I'm from, like, Gayland or something like that? Does he think just, like, all gay men come from this island off the coast of Florida? Like this little archipelago of homosexuality? Right next to the peninsula of lesbians? I mean, honestly, though, if Gayland was a real place, it'd be a pretty nice destination. Just saying. I'm done. I just want to drink my stage. Water. Alright, thanks guys.
Alright, keep it going for Chris, everybody. So I got a pretty funny call from a buddy of mine the other day. It was late at night, and my buddy gives me a call. He was ecstatic. He was like freaking out, and I asked him what was going on. And he told me that he had gone out to a club and gotten completely trashed, and started dancing with this girl, started hooking up with her. They ended up going out to his car and had sex in his car. Right now, he was completely smashed at this time, and he's calling me while he's driving home, right, drunk driving home. And he had to tell me all this stuff, and he's like, yeah, man, she was awesome, and we had a great time, you know, the sex was awesome, and now I'm driving home, and I forgot to take the condom off. And I was like, well, all right, man, at least you're driving safe. All right. So, I'm not sure what mountain this next comic fell off of. It looks like he was raised by a pack of wolves, and he's also my little brother. So give him a warm welcome, guys. Cody, come on up.
Thank you, Greg. Believe it or not, I am actually the older brother. He got the tall, I got the man. I like to brag. So, I dorm here. I absolutely love it here at Stony Brook. It's you know, a lot of fun, even though the work kind of sucks. But even though I live here, I go home on most weekends. And, you know, it's really great because when I get back, I have this fun little game I get to play called What the Fuck Did My Roommates Do While I Was Gone? And normally, I come back, find some bottles, dead hooker in the closet, the usual. One of my most recent ones, though, I came back to find a blown-up sex doll just waiting in my bed. True story. I don't know if they were trying to tell me something. I really don't know. But we then kind of started to put it to some use in some ways. I'll explain. Actually, before I do that, I should mention her name is Fatty Patty. And she is supposed to be a voluptuous love doll for those with, you know, voluptuous needs. The designer got it wrong. It's 3 feet tall, it's like a ginger she-male thing, 3 gigantic love holes, cankles, and the shoulders of Ben Roethlisberger. I don't know who wants to fuck that, but the holes only fit Asians, so just saying, I think they know who they're going for. But, you know, it's great having this thing in the room, though, because we just fuck around with it, where, you know, any of you ever hear the game Hide the Saltine? You ever play Hide the Sex Doll? It's a lot of fun, you know? Wake up in the morning, open the closet, bam! Patty falls in your face. You know, go take a shower, fuck, Patty's taking a shower. You know, having a great dream, Patty, fuck! So, I recently started a band with a bunch of buddies of mine, and a little piece of advice to all of you. If you ever want to find out how gay and weird all of your friends are, just anyone you know, ask them for a band name. It seems simple, but you get the dumbest fucking responses I've ever heard. When the Mighty Morphin Foreskins comes up, 7 different times. Who the fuck do you know? Thanks, Dad. If you eat out a dead girl, is that cannibalism? It just gets worse. So, something happened to me last semester. It's a little story I want to share with all of you. I thought it was life-changing. I was about to do one of these shows, hanging out with some of these guys, and this black girl comes up to me and she goes, "Damn, white boy got swag." True story. My life changed forever. At the time, I thought nothing of it, but then I realized our society just wants this, I should say our white society, just wants this higher status of black swag. And I realized I've now attained this. I get to do so many new things, like I'm suddenly great at basketball. The fist pump means so much more. I get to go to all those cool Black Panther meetings. God, it's fucking great. So, with that though, I am a white guy, basic white needs, and also some weird white fetishes, because we all have them. I've always wanted to bang an Asian girl, especially seeing all of them here at Stony Brook. And you know, I always wondered what it's like, but it won't happen. I have a beard. No one wants to fuck me. So, I was sitting home alone one night, and I decided to fuck my DVD player instead, because it said made in China. I figured it would probably be the same thing. It basically was. It was tight, lifeless, and only made noise when I put it in the wrong way. So, you guys know that feeling you get after you take a really big shit? You think an abortion's anything like that? I love doing this. So, I recently dealt with a breakup experience not too long ago, and thanks, I heard that. And you ever deal with something like that, and afterwards, you just really understand where Chris Brown is coming from? sorry guys, I'm gonna draw a line there. He's doing it the wrong way. OJ, on the other hand, he got away with that shit. He had the right idea. I poke a lot of fun here, but I deal with racism too. You know, I was out with some friends of mine, and you know, Stony Brook is a very mixed group, and I was talking with an Asian friend of mine, and she was saying, we were talking about like where we all came from, and she looks at me after I made a comment, she goes, oh, that's how they do things in Wyoming, right? Or just the West, wherever you're from? I mean, you probably fucked your cousin, right? Took a step back, said, okay, flannel, beard, I probably do fuck my cousin. Not gonna lie, she's kind of hot. But I then turned this against her, but she's Asian. So I'm like, wait, so based on what you were telling me, you're from Ching Chong, aren't you? She got pissed at me. Turns out she's from Ding Dong, down the block. So, either way though, I'm gonna get out of here soon, but before I do, you know, I love doing these shows, but I always feel bad. I feel just dirty all over, you know? Kind of like a Mexican, where after these shows, I always want to just go like, pay reparations, go pray at church or something, but of course knowing my luck, I'm going to open the confession booth, there's not going to be a little boy there, or fucking Patty's going to be waiting for me. Alright guys, my name's Cody, thank you.
Alright, keep it going for Cody, guys. My little brother has a sex doll shaped like Ben Roethlisberger. Dibs. Brings fantasy football to a whole new level. Okay, a lot of fantasy football players out there, that's cool. So, St. Patty's Day is coming up. Anybody excited? Big drinking holiday. We get trashed, right? Last St. Patty's Day, I was out in the city, and me and my buddies had this great time. The bar that we went to was sketchy as hell. You know, it was that kind of place. I mean, we walked into a back alley, found a door, walked into a bar, themed like a back alley, found another door, walked up a staircase to a bar, themed like a back alley, found another door. One of those kind of deals. You know, when you walk in and the bartenders were great. I mean, perfect 10 if you add up all the twos. The signature drink was a frothy pussy, and you really didn't want to go anywhere near it. And even the bathrooms weren't separated, male and female. You know, it was clap and no clap. But I guess they're just watching out. On the topic of bars, though, you know, I recently became a bartender. Great for picking up chicks. They never suspect the bartender roofied the drink. Right? It's awesome. All right, so we're going to welcome our next comic up to the stage, guys. This guy taught me everything I know about alcohol and drug and girls. We have Mike the Sauce Boss. Give it up.
Don't you just hate when you drop your cocaine in snow and then you can't find it anymore? What the fuck? This bitch is sleeping over there. Yeah, right? This ain't about the arachnid egg roll. Alright, well, I was fucking this hooker the other day, and it's alright when you're fucking regular hookers, but when you fuck a hooker from the back and she has bullet holes, you know you're doing something wrong with your life. So, what else happened? Alright, so I was fucking this regular girl from Stony Brook, actually, this time. Hook this girl from Stony Brook, same thing. So, we go back to her place, and kissing her on the neck, everything's getting heated. And before I tell you the story, I didn't go anywhere lower than belly button before this happened. So I get down there, I go to like take off her panties, and this girl had a Super Saiyan STD. She had lobsters instead of crabs down there. And I just gave her the face light. I was I was like, oh, I can't do this. She's like, you're not gonna eat me out? I was like, nah, I don't eat out at seafood restaurants. I gotta dip like salsa chips. I just left her. She probably had a stinky ass and everything. I was not about it. You ever had sex that was just not as good as you hoped? Like halfway through you were just like, go for a slice of pizza. Something like that. I guess because I'm Italian, like I think pizza, but I mean like for every other race it would be something they like. Like for black people it would be getting welfare checks. For Spanish people it would be getting green cards. For Indians it would be making bombs. I would say Asians, but last time we had somebody in here, he looked like Bruce Lee, he's ready to chuck ninja stars. He was like, "You're disgrace my primary." So on that topic still, instead of just continuing with terrible sex, I decided to scream out Disney references to ruin the mood. I don't want to be there, you don't want to be there, let's just finish it big. So, I screamed it to infinity and beyond once, and she just walked out, like, she didn't even put on pants, she just walked out naked and didn't come back. I was like, fuck it, free clothes. But the best one that I've ever gotten was from the new movie Wreck-It Ralph. I don't know if you ever seen it, but if you ever, just in the middle of sex, go, "I'm gonna wreck it!" You're gonna get the craziest response ever. You're gonna get kicked in the head and fucking samurai chopped in the nuts. It was the weirdest thing ever. I just don't like it that much. No, samurai chopped in the nuts. With black people, you know, they're not that bad. But there's one thing that really bothers me. They're not slaves anymore. I gotta do all the work myself. Like, I just see them just like eating our food, breathing our air, taking all of the darkness. Like, I want some of that. Like, I can't go to sleep at night because you got all the black. I'm really lost. I mean, I haven't seen this many empty seats in the Civil Rights Act. Ooh, burn. I like that one. You like that one? Yeah. I think that's it. Pretty well. That was it.
Give it up to Mike, guys. Okay, so I just got a note that I need to apologize and take back a comment that I have made earlier. Mike the Sauce Boss is not responsible for drugging any girls. And I'm saying this so that I do not get gutted by the switchblade that he keeps between his teeth. Fucking Puerto Ricans. So, we have a pretty good diverse group here, roundabout kind of crew. We got all our tokens covered. And the next comic that we're going to bring up is our only female comic, and it's great because we don't have to worry about any fart or dick jokes coming out, keeping it nice and clean. Everybody welcome Angelica up to the stage.
Thank you. Right.
Like that introduction, everyone? That was nice. Beautiful, right? Right? Yes! Yeah. No, it's good because since I'm the only woman, every time like they introduce me, it's like, oh, everyone got tired of front jokes and dick jokes and long story short, this is a uterus! Woo! It won't tell fart jokes or dick jokes. And the part that pisses me off about that is that, first of all, not only is it not descriptive of who I am as a person, but like, they're robbing me of my right to fart and tell jokes about it. Because really, if you think about it, women can fart out of our assholes. True story. That's a true thing. We can do that. Okay? Queefing is a thing though. So like, why is it that men have the cornerstone on farting, like that's a man thing, oh man fart, until the day that you can fart out of your dick hole? That's our thing. That is our thing. This is injustice. Injustice. The thing is that at the end of the day, there's supposed to be one girl who's going to ruin it. I mean like, oh, just give them fat, give them puke. Yeah, I don't have that extension. It's not funny. It's not funny to say shit like that, because you're that one girl, right? And then you ruin it for the rest of us. Because we need solidarity, we come together, okay, we get shit done. And then there's that one girl who's gotta be like, high heels don't hurt. Excuse me? That's the girl that she's gonna go on a date some guys be like, oh, you know, what are you gonna get? And like, I don't know, I think I'm gonna get a salad, because it's like yummy. That's not yummy. Stop saying that salad is yummy. First of all, I don't know why I'm using that word, because I'm fucking stupid. But stop saying that salad is good. It's not. Pizza is good. Burgers are good. Steak is good. Salad is not good. You're ruining it for everyone. Because now, when he takes me out on a date, he's going to think I'm not a crazy monster, like, oh, I want a quarter ounce, like, whatever, filet mignon, like, oh, what a badass, she's not even a salad. Ruin it for the rest of us. That's the type of girl. Okay, wait, no, I'm serious about this. This is the shit I don't like. No, I'm so serious. This is the type of girls that will suck a dick while she's on her period. No. That's not cute. Stop it. Because, no, but seriously, you know you're laughing because you know. You know you have at least one friend who's like, oh, like, it's not fair to him, like, he doesn't have his period. Exactly! Whoa! When a guy, okay, first of all, besides the fact that you're gonna do it, first of all, don't. Stop. That's ridiculous. Stop it. You're ruining it for the rest of us, because now you're the reference point. Now it's gonna be like, oh, well, you wanna suck my dick? I know you're on a period, but that other girl that, no! Stop it! But the worst part about this is that now guys feel entitled to ask for that. Like, oh, okay, the lining of my uterus is shedding out of my body, and they'll be like, oh, can you kiss up my dick? I'm a boner. So sad. Please. Like, oh really? This is the part that gets me. It was like, I literally have heard men say this. She's on her period, so she won't suck my dick. It's so selfish. It's selfish. So like right now, okay, for instance, right now, okay, I'm bleeding out of my uterus. Like it's happening. Okay? It feels like Satan himself has a death grip on my ovaries. Like, there is like fucking World War II going on inside the fucking fallopian tubes. Like, I don't know what the fuck you think. Like, I'm about to have an exorcism, fucking sprinkling holy water on myself. Like, I don't understand how it's selfish of me to not want to put your penis down my throat. But first of all, that's not a good look. Second of all, it's not comfortable. What do you think, that shit is tasty? Like, what is that? Like, really? Really? I want to do that. Okay. Please. Shit that people do just does not make sense to me. It really doesn't. Okay, calm down. That actually really pissed me off. That wasn't even a joke. That really pissed me off. Just no. Okay. But they're gonna have a break coming up. Spring break. You excited for spring break? Yeah. Yes! Spring break. I'm excited for it. I just hope it doesn't go like my winter break went, because winter break. I went to Florida for winter break, which you're thinking like, awesome, like that's good, right? You complain about that, you spoiled bitch. Like no, but really, I celebrate Christmas. Like it's a fun thing. This year, I celebrated it in the world's largest Jewish retirement community in Boca Raton, Florida. I waited for 3 hours to get a seat at a Chinese food restaurant, and someone had a heart attack in the middle of. It was not like Merry Christmas. It was ridiculous. Okay. On top of that, I've never heard the phrase "the blacks" used so many times in my entire fucking life. It was every fucking second. It was insane. But the good thing about that was though I got to take a break from all of that retirement community nonsense, where like the highlight of their day is like take your shit for some reason. I don't know if you know this, but like when I get to this age where the most medical fucking thing happening to me in the middle of the day is like my daily shit. Please stop me. Please stop me in my life when that fucking happens to me. Because for some reason, this is like the topic of conversation. I was with my great aunt Marie. Okay? Eating breakfast, normal fucking day, trying to have applesauce. Okay? What more can I ask? Like, that's like the greatest thing that there is in retirement communities. So, applesauce, like, I'm enjoying it. Okay. We're sitting at the table, and she's like, you know what I love to put on my applesauce? Cinnamon. And I'm like, all right. Okay, like, that makes sense. You know what else I love to put on everything? Wheat germ. I'm like, that's odd. But okay, like, I'm gonna roll with it and try to eat my applesauce for the day. It's like a laxative. I guess, all right, I guess I'm gonna keep eating it. She's like, yeah, you know, one day I had too much. Like, my mom was across the table from me, and I'm trying to eye her, make her help me out, bail me out, start talking about doilies or something, because I don't want to fucking trying to eat. But my mother was she makes no goddamn sense. She starts talking. My brother's a wrestler, so she, I don't know, monitors the shit. I don't know. It makes no sense. But she was like, oh yeah, oh, your brother, he doesn't eat anything. He was constipated the other day. But I don't know why he had to she just puts fuel to the fire. And so then my aunt starts she's like, oh no, yeah, you should give them the wheat germ. But you can't put too much. And I'm just trying to fucking eat my applesauce. Like, what the fuck? And they're like, oh, you know what happened though, right? And my mom was like, what? Why ask? Don't ask. Avoid. Divert the attention. And she goes, what? My aunt. I was bleeding. That is the grand fucking finale. All I want to do is eat breakfast. It was ridiculous. But thankfully, I got a chance to leave at that motherfucking place and go on a fucking 8-hour drive through the backwoods of Florida. I'm talking backwoods. We were driving through farms. We stopped at a gas station for 5 minutes. Dead ass. This is a true story. I saw, first of all, it was the pumps from the 50s. Second of all, a barefooted man in full camo with a long gray beard walked out carrying 2 12-packs of Coors Light. And proceeded to take those and put them in his fucking pickup truck and drive away with the fucking bumper sticker that says, this is America, speak English to her. Where am I? What is my life? And the point that's worse than that is that I had to go, okay, this is the journey sucks, they say you're supposed to enjoy the journey, but it's terrible. Okay, so my destination that I have to look forward to is visiting my Jehovah's Witness side of the family, which it's awkward when you first knock on their door. It was a weird experience, but then they open it. And it's weird because they're Puerto Rican, but they're also Jehovah's Witnesses. So, which I don't know if that's rare or not, but it was just weird because you walk in, there's salsa music class, and they're like, hey, what's that? Hold on a second, I gotta go preach the Bible to people, next door neighbors. 1 second. So now I got people going hey, listen, you heard the good news? But that's all. Thank you guys.
All right, keep it going for Angelica. Nice break from all the offensive stuff. Some good PG humor, right? All right, we send Angelica to all of our daycares and hospital shows to entertain all the little kids and stuff like that. It's always a good time. So, who are we bringing up to stage next? We have a virgin coming up here to the stage, so everybody please give him a nice warm welcome. Courtney, come on up here.
That last girl's really mad about blowjobs, huh?